So -1 is less than or equal to x, and x is less than or equal to 3. Make sense? So we have a range of numbers. We've got to put it on a line graph and also give the interval. So let's do the line graph. Okay, so here's the line graph. Here's 0. -1 is here. 1, 2, 3 is here. Okay? And that could be 4, and this might be like -2, and so on, right? And this is 1, 2. So let's read this. Let's just do this part. So let's read it from the x towards the -1, and what does it say? X is greater than or equal to -1. So in other words, yeah, so greater than or equal to, does that mean we can include -2? So x is greater than or equal to -1. Give me some numbers that works for that then. 0, there you go, that'll work. And 1 and so on, right? All these guys, right? And what about a half and all the things in between? So greater than or equal to -1, that would be, and -1 is included, right? So that'll be everything, numbers to the right of -1. Agreed? Okay. And including -1, so we give it a square bracket. Okay with that? Okay. So we have that, and in fact, I can just do, okay, that's, x is greater than, this is like x is greater than or equal to -1. Okay? Goes on in that direction. Now, let's read it in this direction. X is what? X is less than or equal to 3. So that would be, give me some numbers that work there. 0, yeah, 2 is less than or equal to 3, 1 is, and so on. And 3 also works, doesn't it? Because it's or equal to. So you can have a square bracket at the 3, and it's less than or equal to 3. Okay? So if I want, I could just do that on its own, just for fun. And like so this is like 3, and it goes on forever in that direction, right? And this is this previous one was so this is like x is less than or equal to 3, okay? And this one was at -1. But the point is, it's kind of like having two line graphs, but we combine them because that x represents numbers basically between -1 and 3, which is really nice. It looks like that, right? So this is the answer here, this top one here. It's everything from -1 to 3, and everything in between, all the decimals, like a half, like -0.7, stuff like that, right? So it's everything between -1 and 3, including -1 and 3, and all the decimals and everything in between. So as an interval, what is it going to look like? It's min, comma, max. Yep. Yep, the min is -1, the max is 3, and they're both included. So you give that a bracket and you give that a bracket. Okay? And just for fun, because we're here and I can't let you away with it, what would that look like as an interval? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Parenthesis, -1, 3, parenthesis. It kind of looks like a point on the graph, actually. But it's not. It's an interval. So when we have less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, that's when we use the square brackets, because that includes the min and the max, the numbers. But when we have less than, just less than, or just greater than, that's when we use the parentheses, right? So this would be the interval for if that was the question. But okay, perfect.